What's up, everybody? What's happening, dudes? We got some folks. Wow, my hair looks horrible. Jeez Louise. Time to cut this puppy. Richard. What's up, man? We got Joe. We got R. Shear. Hag 90. El Cap. Watch City. Better Wipe. El Cap. Ryan. Jim. Merceau. Joe again. Or did I already say? Yeah, I already said Joe. Jim. Double D. Ryan. Jay. What's up, everybody? I know. I probably will get a mullet this weekend. It's for real. I need to look up a video on how to give yourself a mullet, though, because I refuse to pay money to get my hair cut. I've never done it, and I never will. But I think it should be relatively easy, right? Like you cut up here and you don't cut back here, right? It should be relatively easy. I wish it was longer back here. You know, I almost feel like it's a little too early for a mullet. I don't know. What's up, Blake? What's dude with it? Dropping in, giving a like. Right on, buddy. Thank you, man. What everyone carried today? I never asked that. I should. Because I want to know what you guys got. What do you guys got out there? What's up, Trakovich? Today, I carried the Benza, obviously, and well, you guys saw the video probably this morning. Oh, that's not the right one. And my Rosecraft blades, Beaver Creek Barlow. I should turn the light on. There we go. If you didn't happen to see my video, this is the Rosecraft Blades Beaver Creek Barlow, and I like it very much. Look at the polish on that bone. It's like really, really, really nice. Very smooth to the touch. I really like this blade shape. I love that swedge up at the tip. It really thins out that whole tip area. Makes it really nice and thin. This is a factory seconds because it has a little flaw right there. You can see a crack in the cover material near the pin right there. But that shouldn't really be a problem. At Traditional Pocket Knives, he does factory seconds sales on these. At least, well, I've bought both of my Rosecraft blades that way. Both of these were factory seconds. But even if you're not getting a factory seconds, they're still a really good deal. They're like a little over 50. And for the factory second, I think it's a little under 40. And really, guys, the fit and finish on these is like so much better than Case, for example. So much better. It's ridiculous. What's up, Cavity Search? Like Freddie Mercury? Yeah, a little bit, huh? Titanium Shaman and Topps Felony Stop. Nice. I need to get scales for my Shaman. Smock and Jimbo 2. Nice, man. Harsey, baby. Harsey. Nightshade and ORJ. That's a combo. That's a freaking combo. Spiny Dogfish, Rat 2, and PowerPoint. Very good. I never tried that Spiny Dogfish. Ooh, you know what? I was just thinking about that knife the other day. Is it pronounced bear? I was just thinking about that the other day. When it first came out, I wasn't really into slip joints yet. And now that I am, I'm kind of like looking at it again, revisiting it. It looks pretty good, man. It's like really, really thin, right? The blade stock looks really thin. Does it come in different blade shapes, or is it all the clip point-ish looking guy? Have you heard of Bastinelli? I'm carrying the red fuller. I have heard that name, but I to be honest, I'm not that familiar with his stuff. The red folder, is that the name of one of his knives? We can pull it up and look at it. Spyderco Urban Lightweight, K390, Grade G10 Sprint. Nice. Hell yeah. K390, baby. 2-cent TS45, Case Trapper, Kaiser Rocker neck knife. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Bridgeport, Feel Good Jack, QC9, Veritas, and the Atom. You already messed up. Oh no, what happened? Damn, dude, those are some fucking sick knives, man. I saw that they were coming out with a new Bridgeport, or maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know too much about them. Is it a new Bridgeport, or is it a re-release, or is it a restock, or what? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Ooh, hell yeah, dude. Which one? Which one you get? That's fucking awesome, man. One of the best knives of all time, I think. The new Warney PM2 and the Manix 20CV. Fuck yeah, dude. How's that Warncliffe PM2 feel? Wicked, huh? Para 3 lightweight S90V. Oh, you put your AWT skills on it? That was the one you sent me, right? Very nice. Camo slip, baby. Rocking these camo slips. I got both my Rosecraft Blades knives in these. Pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. What's up, Tyler? How are you, man? Good to see you. Leland, how are you too? Good to see you. Buck 112 Auto. Sick, dude. That's awesome. I've always wanted to try one of those. Just like to fire it and see what it feels like. Oh, Jay picked up the Mayhem. I heard those went really fast. Is that true? I heard those went like minutes. Holiday, Surge, Tops, Delta Unit 3, and a GEC 47. Ooh, you got the Viper, huh? That's pretty sweet. You know, the Holiday actually has kind of a similar blade to the Viper, huh? I happen to have a Holiday as well. This is such a good knife. Kelly, what's happening? Just got a Malibu in Magnacut Warncliffe. Ooh, nice. I don't think the blade looks as good as the Reverse Tonto, but it's more useful. Yeah, I would say it is more useful, and I actually think it looks better personally. I've got one as well. That looks good to me. God, the Malibu. Every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. This is the best button lock ever made. There's something about this particular one too that, like, the D10 is just absolutely perfect. I've only handled 3 Malibus, but this is the absolute. I mean, they were all really good. For some reason, this one's just really, really good. Just got the Viper in today. Wow, that's amazing, man. That's like a traditional knives grail right there. Dropped an atom on the concrete. Oh no. Opened it. Notice it was badly off center. Blade scratches. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Well, you could always send it off to get the blade refinished. You could send it to like Way of Knife or something. They could put a new finish on it. They could even like stonewash it for you or something. That would be an option. I don't know what it's like synthetic sinew. I picked it up at my local Michael's, but any Michael's or like Hobby Lobby should have it. I can go grab the spool of it real quick so you can see what it looks like. Pedro, what's up, man? Oh, really? Oh shit! All right. I didn't know that. I thought they sold out super quick. I guess they sold out really quick on White Mountain Knives, I think it was. And whoever I was talking to didn't know that it was also at other retailers, I think. You're saying the Ziphius is better than the Malibu? I've heard a few people say that, and I haven't handled the Ziphius, so I couldn't say. But even if it's even close, then it's fucking really good. All right, I'm gonna let Flicky out and go grab that thread really quick. So it comes in a big roll like this, and it's like really waxy. You can see it like sticks to the like wants to stick to itself. And I just picked it up at Michael's. It's called like synthetic sinew, I believe. I ordered some shit off of Amazon. It really sucked. It was too thin and like the wax, because you want it a little waxy, and the wax was like flaking off. It sucked. That's funny. I actually had one of those too. That was my first Malibu. I had a blacked out PBK exclusive Malibu, and then I got this one. This is the California Custom Knife Show exclusive in Magna Cut with the mosaic button. I got this one, and then I sold my other one because I like this one a little bit better. I know, dude. It's kind of funny. I like this will kind of sit in the box or in my case, and I won't pick it up for a while. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, the Malibu. Let me pick it up and mess around with this. As soon as I flick it, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. And then I end up playing with it like the rest of the day. It's crazy that, well, apparently aside from the Ziphius, but it's pretty crazy that these other knife makers haven't been able to replicate that feeling, that detent feeling on a button lock. I mean, CGRB has come closer than anyone else. The Echo and the Pyrites felt really good, but not Malibu good. Strider, I don't know. I don't know a whole shit ton about Strider. I do. I mean, I like I like their knives. I like some of their knives. They look cool. They seem to be, I don't know, a little bit more geared toward like badass, kind of like, I wouldn't say tactical, maybe a little bit tactical, but more kind of like showy, badass knives, not like super practical knives. But they are really badass. They are real, especially their nightmare grinds. Holy shit. Right on, Creighton. Have a good day, buddy. You cut your hair, dude. Don't tell me what to do. Let me see if I can find. What was I just talking about? Oh yeah, the Strider nightmare grinds. Apparently, Mick Strider does these nightmare grinds himself. I think, maybe not all of them, but at least the custom ones he does. It's crazy, wild looking. There's a good example. There we go. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's like pure badassness, but just not that practical. You know what I mean? See that thing? That's the nightmare grind. So, I don't know. It'd be cool to own one. Malibu is smaller than Ziphius and better in pocket. Okay. Yeah, the Ziphius kind of looks big. Or bigger. Got my TKL Night Stalker today. I'm very impressed. I'm not familiar with that. Let's look it up. TKL Night Stalker. Oh, yeah. I feel like we've looked at this one before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Nice, man. That looks cool. I'm gonna try a blade coat. Winter blade coat. Winter blade vector. Want to wait for the B3s. The B3s look really badass. You know. I mean, full titanium with the texturing. You know, if I didn't already own one, I would buy one. I would try to buy one at least. I don't know how much more they're gonna be than the B2s, which I can't even remember how much they were. I think they were like, I don't know, they were like 3 something, right? Oh, and they're going to be Magna Cut too, huh? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. The Factor is still a knife that really makes me happy whenever I use it. I just really, really love this thing. But having a full titanium one would be really, really cool. Really cool. But I'm happy. I'm just happy I have one at all, you know? Got my first full tie Chavez Sangre. Ooh. The flipper or the thumb stud? I want one of those Sangres too someday. Those are the big Warnies, right? Yeah. Those are super badass. Pre-order was $365. I think it was saving my money for Blade Atlanta. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Might be a good idea. I'm still debating on if I'm going to really try to shoot for going to Blade Show West in Salt Lake City this year. You got the thumbstood one. Nice. That's what I would get too. That's the same way I would go. How'd you flipper delete the Tidius adrenaline thing? So I marked. I opened the knife. I marked with a Sharpie where it would be flush with the scale right here, right? Marked on the flipper tab where I needed to cut it, making sure it wasn't going to interfere with anything, right? I took the knife apart, and then I just used a grinder with a cutoff wheel. I just cut it off, left it a little bit long, and then I used a grinder, or a belt sander, and then ground it down to the line perfectly. Used a hand file, cleaned up the edges so there weren't any sharp edges in there, and put it back together. There you go. I also enlarged the sharpening tool a little bit so I could choke up easier. For that, you will need a Dremel. The Spy Opera is sweet, man. I really like it. Definitely kind of a fancier kind of going out kind of knife, you know? Not necessarily a work knife. You could use it as a work knife. But this is, to me, is kind of a fancy knife, you know? Got the micarta, titanium liners, you know, made in Italy. Got the crown spine. And it's pretty sweet having a backlock with bearings, I gotta say. It's just really freaking smooth. Really freaking smooth. I've never been able to this easily reverse flick a backlock knife. Yeah. I think so too. I think it looks better without it. Yeah. What don't I like about it? Nothing. Nothing. I want to say thanks for the heads up on the neutrons. Oh yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, this guy commented under a video saying that he'd been trying to get a neutron forever. And it just so happened that they were in stock as he posted that. So another guy commented and told him they were in stock. And then I commented also with the link to them. And he was able to get two. That's freaking awesome, man. That is very cool. What skill materials did you get? Just ordered the titanium Lotus and backspacer. Nice. The titanium. Sweet. Those Lotus ones look nice. The only B3 factor in MagnaCut was carbon fiber. Really? They're not all MagnaCut? Huh, I didn't know that. What was the Kaiser that looks like a Lee with a thumb hole? A Lee? The Kaiser looks like a Lee with a thumb hole. Are you talking about this one? If you're talking about this one, this is the Kaiser horn, but it's been chopped down. It's been shrunken down to get rid of the horn part and just make it way better, I think. I still have to figure out the right tap so that I can tap holes for putting the clip back on. But this thing is awesome, man. I wish they would. Well, I guess I think they should make a mini horn, but they won't. So I just made myself a small one. What's up, Drew? How you doing, man? Been checking TRM's page randomly. They have knives randomly popping up in there. Yeah, they have been dropping a lot recently. Yeah. I didn't even know about the Neutron 2s. Usually I see it on their Instagram or something. I'm sure they announced it. I didn't catch it. Don't know why everyone goes nuts over Magna Cut. Most knife guys have so many knives in the rotation. It doesn't matter what steel you have. Yeah. I don't know. You know, if you're going to buy a knife, you like to have good steel, though. You know. I'm not crazy over Magna Cut. I actually prefer a lot of steels over Magna Cut because I don't need corrosion resistant knives really. I would rather have higher edge retention than higher corrosion resistance personally. Oh yeah, that's right. Spyderco's second sale is happening. Mystery boxes. Ooh, how do those work? You pay a certain amount and then you don't know what you're getting. I'm gonna be tempted to pick something up there. Yeah, what day is it? In 5 days. Okay, in 5 days. That would be the 25th. Ultima Holy Nurse today, really? And some shadows. Wow. Yeah, they've been pumping out the shit, man. Crazy. That's awesome. That thing's crazy, man. I've never handled one of those, but it looks massive. What's the overall length on that thing? Is it like 9 inches? Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. It's the Heretic, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. It's overall 9.85. Holy shit. The blade is 4 1/4 inches. Fuck. Massive. Where do you go for a second sale on Spyderco's? I've never done it. I'm assuming it's just on the Spyderco's website, I think. You got a stitch ram lock. Wow. That's cool, man. I still haven't handled one of those. I've been drooling over these pictures of these Borka custom stitches. I think that might be one of my ultimate grails. They're just so badass, dude. Let me see if I can find the one I was looking at. Let's see. It was in here. Yep, there it is. This is the one I want. This one right here. Just nothing too fancy, just full stonewashed titanium. Look at that thing, dude. Holy shit. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Share screen. There we go. Look at that thing, man. Gosh. That's such a wicked knife, man. You know, maybe I should get the ram lock fucking Ramlock one, because I've never. Well, I won't say never, but it's going to be a long time before I can get one of these, if I ever am able to. It'll take me forever to be able to afford one. But I don't know. I kind of want to try that Ramlock stitch before I buy one, because I tried the MSI and I wasn't that impressed. It was just hard to flick, you know. It was a cool knife, a little too big, I think, for me. But I just wish it was easier to flick. I saw that camo stitch. Yeah, that was really good looking. Anyone make skills for a Ramlock stitch? You know what? I don't think I've ever seen any of those. You might have to hit up one of these custom scale makers. Recoil one has a blacked out auto stitch for 435. Is that pretty typical for the auto stitches? 435? Are the blacked out ones more expensive, or what's the base auto stitch price? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Are those Ramlock shit still really hard to get? Gosh, there's a Marfion custom stitch for $3,790. Base auto stitch is too much. Is it really? Half serrated for 430. Damn. All right. Why is it so much? Why is it so much more than other Microtechs? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I guess 433. I guess that is. Here's one for 418. So right, a little over $400 looks like for the base stitch. Damn, dude. That's a lot. 3.75-inch blade. I handled one very briefly at the knife show, and it was definitely a lot bigger than I thought it would be. A lot bigger. It's pretty freaking big. It's 8.5 inches overall. But there's only a 3-inch cutting edge. You know, it's mostly handle and choil, which sometimes looks bad, but for some reason in the stitch, I think it looks good. Rare Malik was real hard to find and sold out now where I got mine. Okay. I knew they were really hard to get when they first came out. I was just curious if maybe that had resolved itself. But that's wishful thinking, I guess, huh? These retailers really need to do something about the bots. They need to somehow make those illegal. You know? Because it's just... It sucks, you know? I understand not being able... You know, I'm fine with not being able to get a knife because someone else got one before me. That's just part of the game. But when people are using bots so that they can check out faster and then go flip them on eBay, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Are you going for the Rosie this Sunday in the Frag Starburst pattern? On the fence on the price. Would love to hear a perspective. What are they charging for that one? I think the last time I entered the lottery, it was for just a plain stonewash tie, I think Starburst, and it was like, gosh, I can't remember. It was 800 something, I believe. I don't know, man. I really like the Rosie. I've never tried one. I just really love the look of them. I really want to own one someday. They are very expensive. I think I would rather have a Rosie than like an Arius or a Grimsmo or something like that, you know. And I'm sure I will buy one someday, but I can't. I just can't spend that much on a knife right now. I can't do it unless I sold a bunch of knives and paid for it with by selling knives. Then I could do it, but just shelling out 800 something bucks out of your bank is it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. A guy I talked to at Blade Show had one. Honestly, I was blown away at how light it was. Really? Gosh, I really just want to handle one so bad. Was the detent like super amazing? I think it's like, I don't know. I just love the design. It seems like perfect size. You got the choke up spot. It's a flicker only. You don't have to worry about thumb studs getting in your way. Gosh, it's such a cool design. Grimsmo Norseman is one of my grills for sure. Yeah. If I was to go for a Grimsmo, I would probably go with the Rask personally. But yeah, man, I would love a Grimsmo sometime. I've been watching a lot of his YouTube videos. The owner, I forget his name right now, puts up a lot of videos on his shop. He goes over his machining stuff, and that's a whole new world that I would love to get into, but it's just really expensive to start getting into milling, and CNC machines and shit. But his videos are fascinating to watch. But once you see like all the work that goes into the knife, the price tag really starts making a lot more sense. Once you see how involved that shit is, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes total sense. they're milling out a scale or something, and they're putting it under a microscope to look and make sure there's not like any like microscopic little chips coming up from the end mill. And it's just insane. They're literally looking at it through a microscope to find flaws. It's gnarly. That's another thing I don't know too much about. What is the what's up with the double detent ball thing? What does that do? What does that do for the action, or what does it feel? What does it mean? What does it do? Actually, it's funny you say that. We are probably getting a CNC plasma table soon, which that's nothing to do with making knives, but it's still pretty cool. And I'm really excited to start messing around with the computer and programming that thing to cut out parts for me. It's going to make my life so easy. Because say like, for example, on our concrete mixer trucks, the drivers are always bending the bumpers because they back up to the job and they put their chute down, and they're just always backing into shit. So I have to replace these bumper brackets constantly, and I always have to cut them out by hand. I make them from scratch. But now, once we get the CNC plasma table, I just have to draw out that design in the computer once, and I save it. Then every time I need one, I just boop, push a button, and it'll cut me out one. It'll be really, really cool. You can have a lighter detent bar with a better action and stronger detent. All right. I would have to look inside one to understand what you're talking about. There is a concrete plant in my yard. So basically, I'm a welder for a trucking company. So I work on a lot of like end dumps, bottom dumps, pneumatic trailers, and then there's also a concrete plant in our yard. So and he owns those trucks too. So I work on those trucks too. No, I'm not. I took a machining class in welding school, so I know like very, very basics. But no, I have a lot to learn. We know who's coming in early and staying late to play at the time. Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude! I can't wait. Cannot wait to mess with that thing. Speaking of the areas, honestly, I think because I will someday have an Arius someday, and I think when the time comes, if it's possible, I think I would go with the mini one. To be honest with you, I just think I don't know. The mini seems like better for me. I don't know because the Arius is pretty freaking big, dude. Pretty big, dude. Could probably use it to cut blade blanks for fix. I guess I probably could, huh? I guess I probably could. Yeah, unless the plasma cutter doesn't like to go through those types of steels, but I'm sure it probably would. I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't be able to do that. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I just have to make sure to do some normalizing cycles, because of all the heat that's going to be put into it. The mini was so small. I checked it out. Blade, maybe a no flipper mini, but without the forward trail, it did not feel good to me. Really? What's up, Needham? Headed to bed. Just wanted to show some love. Many areas will be much more available and affordable. I hope so. Let's go. Let's see how much it is, or how big it is. Do they even have specs up on it yet? Let's see. Koenig. What's the Model T, Aaron? What is that? What's up, B? So yeah, they don't have the mini up here yet. It kind of makes me think of like the large Sabenza and small Sabenza. Like the large is like really big, almost too big, and the small is like really small, almost too small. You know, like if there was a medium Sabenza, I would have absolutely bought that one. And if there was a medium Koenig Arius, I probably would go for that one too. I mean, don't get me wrong, the large Sabenza is perfectly good, but it could stand to be a little bit smaller. You know, it could do it. Here's a good question. What would you guys choose? If you could, someone would give you a Koenig Arius, a Roosevelt, a Grimsmo, either Norseman or Rask, or what's a good fourth one? Arius, Rosie. I don't know, maybe like a Damascus Sabenza or something, because that'd be right around the same price. A Shiro, yeah, maybe a Shiro Gorov. What would you pick? Okay, yeah, we'll do Shiro. So Koenig Arius, a Roosevelt, a Shiro Gorov, or what was the other one? What was the other one? Buck 110. I forgot what my fourth one is. I would go Rosie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rockstead, yeah, that's another one. Grail, Craig Brown Cortex. I don't know what that is. Let's look it up. Vortex V2. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. $790 bones. That's a cool milling pattern. This guy does. This is the same guy that does the FSDs. Wow, look at this one. This one's 1500. Is this yeah, it's a black Timascus one. Yeah, these are pretty nice, man. Jeez. Rosie first, Koenig second. Have them both and love them to death, but Roosevelt slightly better. That's kind of my thinking too. Yeah. What's up, Dan? How you doing, buddy? Or the mini FSD. I got the mini and full size FSDs. Those beat the Koenig, tied with the Roosevelt. I would love to try one of those too. Yeah. With those, I'd probably, if I could choose, I'd get the mini as well. Handmade all the way down to the bearings. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Same with Grimsmo. They make everything, even their bearings. Pretty crazy. I don't know too much about the Rosies, like how they're made. Do they do any videos of their shop? The 8020s on the last release from DS, they didn't have thumb studs. I didn't even try because yes, they did not. They did not have thumb studs. Rosie and Grimsmo are great, but Rosie is just as good, if not better. I think everyone's saying Rosie. Most people. I would love a Herman too. Yeah. Wonder if the older Rosies will drop on the secondary because the new clips he's doing in the new ones. Is he doing a new clip? This makes everything as well as screws. Okay, cool. I guess it seems like most of these like really high-end production knives, they usually do make everything themselves. Usually. I also really like how the Rosies are numbered. Like they just, the first one was number 1, the second one was number 2, and he's all the way up to whatever 1300 something now. I just think that's cool. From 1 to whatever one they're on right now. When the new one comes off the line, they put the next number in the sequence. Second tier, I'm at him with titanium steel. Nice, dude. Did you get the new pattern, the one that I have? I know. It really is. It still makes me smile. It's just really freaking good. Really freaking good, dude. Oops. Craig Brown numbers everything and stops around 300. I won't make that model again. That's kind of cool. Got your first Atom today. Now just waiting on delivery. Ooh, that's exciting. Which one did you get? This is absolutely the best looking scales I have ever seen on a knife. I think, period. This milling pattern is the best I've seen ever. It is absolutely so beautiful. I mean, look at that. I don't even know how they milled that, to be honest with you. Because they had to have a really tiny end mill to get, those tiny, tiny little ones down there. But did they change to a larger one as it gets wider? Or did it just have to go way more passes, to make these larger grooves? I don't know. Pretty crazy. If you really want to look at one of them, hit me up. I got the Roosevelt, the Arius Mini SFT, and the full size. That would be incredible, dude. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I was just telling someone today they're literally my favorite tie scales ever. Yeah, yeah, I know, dude. They're just literally the best. They're just the best. They're even contoured, slightly, but enough to where you can feel them. You can feel that they're contoured. They feel amazing. There's nothing sharp about them. It's just pure tactile texture feel. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, you will, dude. I don't know. Will they sell these separately? I wonder, like just the scales. I would hope so. Did Lefty say that he got it yet? Is it on its way to you yet, Jay? Jay won the Atom giveaway, so he's got one coming too. I got my Atom originally with the old pinstripe tie. Recently got some grizzly beard contour in my Carta, and they're amazing. Nice. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the Atom is you can pop these scales off so easy. So like if I wanted to take this out to work and I didn't want to scratch my nice titanium scales, all I would need to do is just pop these two screws out. Don't even need to mess with the pivot. It just pops right out. In fact, I'll show you really quick if anyone is curious how it looks. You take out this screw and this screw. And boop, scales off. Put your new one on. Boop, scale on. Tighten her down. Tighten down. That's it. Both sides. You just have to take the clip off first, but that's it. Lefty got it, but waiting on the knife from Stassi that I won before shipping. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, as soon as you get it, you'll have to let me know. Let me know how you like it. Take it out and cut up some cardboard. Saw some custom trout skills. Yeah, I've seen those. I think those are made by TRM, right? I know TRM. I'm almost positive TRM makes those. I think those are sweet, dude. If I saw those come in stock, I would buy them for sure. I feel bored of knives at the moment, to be honest. Feels like anything I want is just such high budget. I was feeling like that like last month, and I started getting into traditional slip joints, and that's kind of what brought me out of the hole. So maybe try looking into a part of the knife world that you don't know anything about yet, or even the EDC world in general. Maybe look into flashlights or slip joints or fixed blades or whatever. There's a lot of stuff that might help you. Looks kind of like that one. I think it's a hinder. You have to either run it with washers or bearings. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Someone was asking about the hinder that I put the washers in. Is whoever is that? Whoever that was? Are they still in here? I think they were asking about the action or something with the washers. It's definitely, it's not false shut. You can shake it shut with the washers. And it's definitely, I mean, you have to give it some more oomph with the flipper tab, because this flipper is never like super snappy. The thumb studs are nice and snappy though. So I don't know. I think, the reason I put them in is because I was thinking of, and I probably still will, carrying this and using this at work. And I work in an environment that is dusty with metal particles in the air, and those get stuck in bearings and kind of messes them up sometimes. So I like to carry washer knives at work, but the action definitely is not as good. It probably would get better over time. Letting these phosphor bronze washers break in. But I don't need to have a drop shut knife. It still feels really good. You just can't let it drop shut anymore. The Penguin Plus. I actually haven't tried that one. Yeah, I haven't tried it. Atom texture tie scale has been my main carry the last 6 weeks. Did get the Neutron 2 in the same texture scales. Ah, you bastard. I would love to get the Neutron 2 in the same scales. That would be amazing. That's awesome, dude. Trying to fill the hole with more spider cuz. That always does help. That always does help. Polish your washers. Yeah, I usually do. I didn't on this though. I probably should. I did on my Sebenza though, and it made a lot of difference. I can actually thumb flick the Sebenza now. But I still don't really ever do it. It just feels better to roll it out. I don't know. Never thought I would say that, but it's true. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Thinking about flipper deleting my hinderer. Don't know how well I can make it come out with just a Dremel. Well, I think you could do a pretty good job. I would be a little scared to do it personally, even though I've already done it on knives. It's just such an expensive knife that I'd be a little nervous. But if you feel confident in your Dremel skills, I bet you can do it. You probably need some kind of cutoff wheel to make the initial cut, or else it'll take you a long time to grind that all the way down. But you can get cutoff wheels on your Dremel. Ooh, baby. Hell yeah, dude. 110V. You lucky bastard. I love the smock. I actually used to have one. I used to have a full titanium smock, and I had to sell it because I was really trying to get my Mini Tempest, and I had been waiting like a year for it to show up on the secondary market, this specific one, and it popped up, and I didn't have the cash, and I had to sell something. So I sold my smock and another thing. But I miss it, dude. Especially with having titanium scales, it was very, very cool. Very good knife. This is a 31. It's a large 31. Yeah, it's a good buy, man. A lot of different scale options too for it. Just got a sprint run Shaman in 15V with Rex aftermarket scales and English Northwest. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That's probably the best Shaman. One of the best Shamans. When I was looking at Chris Reeve knives, thinking about which one I was going to get, I looked at the Ununsan, but I mean it's bigger than the large Sebenza, and I didn't want it that big. I don't need a knife that big. I thought about the Nkosi, but there was a couple things about the Nkosi I didn't really like that much. And so I decided to go with just the classic Sebenza 31 with the inlays, and I'm very happy. Even gotten some scratches. Look at that. I scratched up my Benza. Uh-oh. Aftermarket scales for the Manix 2XL. Shit, do they make Manix 2XL scales? I don't even know, actually. Anybody else? Went with the small. I was very torn on between the large and the small. If I ever get another Chris Reeve, it'll probably be a small, just to see what's up with it. This is a little big for things besides work or like camping. I wouldn't carry this like on a weekend, hanging out with buddies or something. This is just a really, it's an excellent hard use work knife is what it is. The small would probably be better for like EDC stuff. I mean, you definitely could. I just probably wouldn't personally. I would carry something lighter and smaller. Prefer the Imamba. Yeah, that's kind of a similar knife. It's just on bearings, right? And it's got a flipper. Gives the Benza some character. Yeah, I think so too. I'm actually looking forward to this eventually becoming all scratched up. I don't think I have a single scratch anywhere besides the clip right now. But eventually it will be all scratched up and beautiful. You can get carbon fiber scales for the Manix 2XL. Huh. Well, let me do a quick Google. Timmy, what's up, man? How are you? Let's see. Manix 2XL scales. Boo, 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 boo. Bladescales.com. That seems a little sketchy, right? I don't know. Maybe not. There's some right there in G10, but I don't know about that website. From Flightanium. No. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, wait. Bestflightanium.com? That's a scam site. Yeah, I'm not seeing any write-off, at first glance at least. What are these here? Here's some. I've never used this site, but it's most likely legit. Manix XL Honeycomb Pattern G10. This is from knifecritic.com. Bora's Outdoor. Here's some carbon fiber ones right here. Looks like somewhere in Europe. So yeah, they are out there if you look carefully enough. They're legit. Okay. Or which one? Linked above. All right. There you go then. Bladeskills.com. They're legit, apparently. Do you like a Warncliffe titanium scales? Maybe. Yeah. It's one of my favorite knives of ever. Seriously. I mean, you might not have the issue I did. And if you do, it's not that big of a deal. It's annoying that you have to do it. You shouldn't have to do it. They should say on their website that it's a possibility, that it could happen. But it's not the end of the world. You will get them to work, and they are really, really nice. Make sure you get the backspacer too, unless you want the G10 one still in here. They have copper or brass or titanium. I did the copper. It's perfect. This is one of my favorite knives. Beep 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 beep. Arcona Burnin. What is that? Arcona Burn? Arcona Burn? I knew you were gonna say something, Nate. I was baiting you. Arcona. Ooh, that's cool. That is very cool. What's up, buddy? What's up, my son? What's going on, dude? Did you eat your bone? Did you eat your bone already? Right there. Go eat your bone. I'll be done soon, dude. Yeah, this thing is cool, man. That's pretty cool looking. Very, almost kind of Todd Knife and Tool-ish, you know? Oh, it's a GTC inner frame lock, too? What, dude? What does that mean? It's not the GTC spring flipper deal. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. That's cool, man. Look at that. Look how they do the lock bar. That's very cool. I have a burn. It's got amazing action. Man, what are these babies costing? $385. That's not bad at all. They're made overseas, obviously, right? Sold out. It's pretty badass, dude. I may try to get one of those sometime. I'm still waiting for that Wii knife to come out. The soil with the GTC freaking spring flipper deal from Wii knife. And it's also an integral. Baby, that's going to be pricey. Wee's prices have really come up. Their latest dagger that I thought looked really good was quite expensive. Sometimes they pop on Reddit for 300. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out. What's up, Cliff? Everjam Guar. Sometimes I never got super into them, but only because I never really listened. So it's not like I listened and then didn't like them. I just never really dove into their albums. I need to. I definitely need to. Speaking of kind of in the same vein, I've been really into Bolt Thrower recently. Bolt Thrower is awesome. I don't think I can play anything, right? I'll get taken down again. Bolt Thrower. They have the sickest album covers. Reminds me of like what's that Space Warrior tabletop game? You guys know what I'm talking about. Gosh, what is it called? I don't know. Guar has an NPR. They sprayed fake blood all. I've heard of them doing that. That's hilarious. They're just like, fuck your clothes, dude. Anyone score Mayhem? I didn't. I'm gonna wait. I don't know. I really want to try the locking mechanism on it. It's basically like a button lock, compression lock kind of thing. So I'm really curious to try it, but I'm not. I wasn't immediately in love with the design. I think it looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I didn't like it enough to spend $250 on it. But I'm excited to see what what all these companies start doing with these compression locks. Very excited. Well, folks, let's wrap it on up. We've been going over an hour. I have a very exciting. When does that video come out? Let me see here. Should I bump it up to tomorrow? Because I'm dying to show you guys this thing. When does it come out? Boo, 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 boo. It's okay. Okay, I gotta. Well, actually, yeah. That's how it has to be. It'll be Monday, so you'll see it on Monday. But I got a Grail. I got another freaking Grail. And you'll see a video on it Monday. You have a short of that? Really? Is that an older one? It must be, because I don't remember seeing that. Your glass case short made me laugh. Hey Richter, what's up, dude? Yeah, you're late. You're a little late, buddy. But good to see you. Give you a hint? I don't think I can. I don't think I can without giving it away. I'm looking at it right now. I'll give you. Okay, I'll say this. It's USA made. It's a USA made beefy boy. How about that? If you think you know, don't say anything. It's a knife I wanted ever since I been collecting knives. Ever since I first saw one way back in the beginning. And I think it was Metal Complex that I saw. First time I saw one was the Metal Complex video. All right, that's it, folks. I love you. I will see you. I'll see you Saturday morning. I'll see you Saturday morning on the live stream. What's up, dude? Rhymes with XM24. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, you made me laugh too, man. That was hilarious. You caught in my video that I had scratched a frag pattern on my jewel. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing. It was slippery, dude. Nisme sliding in at the buzzer. What's up, dude? We're just about to end this thing. Good to see you, though. All right. I love you guys. I will see you Saturday morning in the live stream. I love you.